potential upset candidate. Out from under the bridge, the crews race. Princeton 45 strokes a minute. Northeastern and Pennsylvania right with them. Those three have opened up a little bit on Cornell and Georgetown. Wisconsin and Columbia. Princeton with the lead over Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has a deck length on Northeastern. The top three crews have about half to 3/4 of a length on the rest of the field. At 350 meters, it's actually Pennsylvania with their nose out in front of Princeton. Princeton a third of the length up on Northeastern. Pennsylvania really throwing down a big start, hoping to cash in on a qualifying position for the grand final. Over to the chase launch and Linda Murray for the call at 500.
Just over Penn, just over Northeastern and Wisconsin, and now Columbia crossing that 500-meter mark. We've got seeds 1, 6, 7, 12, and 13. Top two onto the grand final, and it is Princeton with an early lead, maybe half a length up on Northeastern, and Penn is really gunning for it. Penn is really giving a good challenge to Northeastern. They're seated back-to-back, number 6 and 7 respectively. But we've got Columbia holding on tight to Wisconsin, trying to push into that second qualifying position for the petite finals. It is Princeton, coxed by Michael Harris with Declan Fry stroking the boat. But right now, folks, the race to watch is for second place between Northeastern and University of Pennsylvania. They are going hard as to be expected, stroke for stroke here. It is Northeastern, just maybe a seat back. Now I would give a slight advantage to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania with Sophie Bernstein coxing and Sam Sullivan in the stroke seat. Sorry, in Princeton, that's Connor Neal coxing with Theodore Bell in the stroke seat. Still Sam's boat up there for Penn, doing well. They are just ahead of Northeastern. This is a big battle here. Everything's on the line for in the grand final this afternoon for the Worcester Cup, the Harry Parker Trophy, and among the Ivy League schools, this is their Ivy League championship. Princeton continues to lead. Pennsylvania still in second place, about a seat up on Northeastern. That could go either way. We've got about 700 meters left to go. Those three crews are open water, well ahead of Columbia, and Columbia are now half a length up on Wisconsin. It is Wisconsin in the 5th position. With about 650 meters to go, it continues to be Princeton leading, high stroke rate, and Penn still going after it. Penn with about a seat or two up on Northeastern as we come into the final 550 meters. Still looking at Princeton in first place. Northeastern starting to charge. Does Penn have enough to carry it through to the finish line and upset their seed? It is Princeton, maybe Penn by a seat over Northeastern, over to the finish tower.
And have this race finish true to the seeding between these two crews, or does Pennsylvania have the win over Northeastern? So it's all going to shape up here in these next few minutes in the last 500 meters of this heat. Princeton leading the charge, looking comfortable in lane 1, but it's Northeastern and Pennsylvania really battling it out to see who wants it more to qualify for the grand finals, qualify for being able to have the opportunity to fight for medals later this afternoon. And at the moment, it looks like it's Pennsylvania, but Northeastern is starting to step on it a little bit here. And so really watch this Northeastern crew coming into the last 250 meters of red buoys. See who is able to sprint harder, a little bit more, while also being smart about it. And here comes Northeastern now. They've stepped up their rating a bit. They are overstroking these other crews. Princeton's up their rating as well. Pennsylvania still up there in the lead, with Princeton here. So at the moment, it's Princeton and Pennsylvania leading. Northeastern at deck down. And this is going to be tight. Northeastern is creeping up on Pennsylvania. And it's going to come down to the line here. And it does look like it was Princeton through the line first. Northeastern and Pennsylvania. We are going to have to check out the race results page at nirc.qra.org to see who took the win between Northeastern and Pennsylvania to qualify for the grand finals. And then it is with Columbia to the petite finals and Wisconsin to the third level finals. What an exciting finish to the first heat of the Varsity Eights. We're about to have 2 more heats